Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Austin Parry Show. I'm your host, Austin Parry, and I'm starting this show, which is going to be a series, which is going to be segments talking to you about how I feel about current situations in the world, things that I've been researching, political topics, news, and different current events. And it's going to be kind of like Avatar when he's doing his life logs into the computer screen, talking about his life. That's what I'm going to be doing with you guys. Just talking to you about things that I think are important and things that people should be thinking about and things that might make you think of things in a different perspective and maybe open your mind up to new information. And thank you for joining me today, and let's get into the news. What do we have here today? Printed up a few articles here. Kitco.com. Silver price is down to $25.05 per ounce. And it has dropped a little bit. It went up to almost $30 per ounce. And according to Kitco, right now it is $25 per ounce. And I would expect silver to go up a lot with the current situation of how the US dollar might implode and might drop really low. And so cryptocurrencies might be on the rise, precious metals might be on the rise. So basically, if you don't know, the 5 precious metals are in order of most expensive to least expensive. Rhodium, palladium, gold, then platinum, I think, and then silver. And silver is super cheap. So the thing you have to know about precious metals, people, is that metals are valued based on mostly 3 factors: rarity, how difficult and hard it is for the refinement process, and electric conductivity. And so silver has basically the same characteristics and electric conductivity as all of the other precious metals, and it's used in tons of things like solar panels and a lot of different computers and electronics that are being made, much more in the future. And so and silver, out of those 5 that I listed, rhodium, palladium, platinum, gold, silver, those 5 are the 5 most precious metals. Silver is by far the cheapest out of those 5. It's, like I said, kitco.com. I got the document right here. $25.05 per ounce as of April 7th, 2021. So I foresee, and I'm not giving financial advice at all to anybody, I'm just talking about things that are in my mind, but I foresee silver going up a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if silver went up to over $100 an ounce, and I've listened to a lot of different economists who say there's no reason why silver shouldn't be as expensive as gold, which is like $1,800 an ounce right now, give or take a little bit. So keep an eye out for silver. A lot of people are pushing cryptocurrencies right now. A lot of people are pushing stocks. For a solid investment, in my mind, I would say either precious stones or precious metals. And out of all the precious metals, I would say silver is probably a good bet because it's so low and it could go so high. And so, yeah. And just a little fun fact also, the 2 semi-precious metals, in my opinion, are bronze, copper, and that's it. Alright, what is our next article that we have here to talk about today, people? We have Vice. Canadian church fenced off by authorities for breaking COVID-19 rules. Vice reporting on this, people. This is a church in Canada where literally they took large fences and made a perimeter around it because they were worshiping at over 15% capacity. And they arrested the main pastor or preacher, and he was in jail for a while. I think he got out. I saw a video about this online. It's really kind of concerning. I don't know why they're putting fences around churches and they're not putting fences around Walmart or Home Depot or Target or McDonald's or any of these other large corporations who are allied with big tech companies who get to stay open and who have, since the pandemic has struck, have literally made record profits, and their stock has gone way up, and all these small businesses are getting shut down. Why are they shutting down small businesses and churches and fencing them off in Canada? What's going on here? Let me read. The church was run by controversial pastor James Coates, who has already been jailed during the pandemic. Canadian church fenced off by authorities for breaking COVID-19 rules. Alberta authorities have physically closed a church that was flagrantly breaking COVID-19 regulations. Oh no, they were breaking the COVID-19 regulations. They like freedom and they love worshiping their God of choice. Oh no. Grace Life Church in Edmonton has been one of the places of worship at the center of a holy war waged by a group of pastors against the protocols put in to reduce the pandemic's death count. Early Wednesday morning, health authorities and RCMP officers went to church, blocked off the roads surrounding it, and erected a steel fence around it. And here you can see, I printed up this article, it's from Vice, and you can see the people protesting in this picture here, document shot there, of being in front of the gated off church. They erected a large fence all around the church and won't let the people worship in the church, even though Walmart is packed like sardines. And the liquor stores are packed like sardines. But churches have to be shut down. I don't know what's up with that, but that's really a sad state of affairs. Seriously, like, let the people worship Jesus Christ. Honestly. Let the everything be open. The synagogues, the temples, the churches. It seems like they're targeting Christians, though. Just a hunch. Just what it seems like to me. All right. Well, that was a nice little article from Vice. Let's move on to the next one. What else do we have here in our stack of documents that I've printed up to talk to you guys about? Here we have an article which is from independentsentinel.com, which is headlined, Communist China Company Bought One Near U.S. Military Facilities. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Communist China Company bought 130,000 acres in Texas near U.S. military facilities. Do I need to say that again? I think I do. Communist China Company bought 130,000 acres in Texas near U.S. military facilities. This is just one article, people. Document shot. IndependentSentinel.com. During testimony to the Senate Judiciary Committee in July 2019, FBI Director Christopher Wray... Oh, it kind of cut off the article a little bit. That's all right. Basically, he's saying that China is the largest counterintelligence threat to America right now. It was largely ignored by the media that prefers to emphasize the villainy of Russia. Yeah, folks, they're Chinese companies and Chinese dignitaries and Chinese celebrities and Chinese government officials already have bought up lots of land in the United States. And within Texas, within California, within all the states, within Florida, within all the states, several thousands of acres are owned by people with close ties and directly affiliated with the Communist Chinese Party. And if you think that within these hundreds of thousands of acres owned by the CCP already here in the United States, that there aren't already military troops here within the United States, you're smoking something, folks. Because think about it. They're here. Basically, I'm not going to say that we've been invaded, but it's kind of like a little bit like, I don't know. So just look into it. This is just one article, folks. I could print these up for days. There's tons of them. Look into it for yourself. Don't take my word for it. I encourage you to do your own research and look into it. Moving on to the next article. We have on independent.co.uk, Hunter Biden says he smoked more Parmesan cheese than anyone you know in depths of crack addiction. There it is. Document shot. Hunter Biden, the son of U.S. President Joe Biden, has spoken frankly about the depths of his addiction to crack cocaine, describing his experiences of scrabbling on the floor and picking through carpets in search of stray traces of the drug in the grip of a feverish desperation. I've spent more time on my hands and knees picking through rugs, smoking anything that even remotely resembled crack cocaine, Mr. Biden told Tracy Smith of CBS Sunday Morning. I probably smoked more Parmesan cheese than anyone you know, he joked. Wow. He's literally joking about smoking Parmesan cheese. All I want to know is what happened to Hunter Biden's laptop. He's out here doing puff pieces on CBS, doing interviews, talking about, I used to smoke crack. I was so high on crack, I was crawling around on the rug looking for Parmesan cheese to smoke. Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, isn't this the guy that was caught in bed with youngsters? Isn't this the guy, Hunter Biden, who was involved in the Ukraine scandal on the board of an oil company, making tons of money, allegedly illegally? Don't even know what to say about this. Is literally the president's son on national television admitting that he smoked Parmesan cheese and thought it was crack. And the reason he's doing that, just so you know, is so that he can cover up how a lot of the different child diddling rumors that have been circulating around and have been allegedly found on his confiscated laptop, he's trying to divert the narrative off of the laptop with the kitty porn on it and divert onto the Parmesan cheese smoking of the crack. So that's what's going on with Hunter Biden. And I really laughed when I first read about how he was smoking Parmesan cheese. That's hilarious. Clown World, honk honk. Next article, what do we got? Video, Alex Jones stops smugglers from illegally transporting children at the border. So, this comes directly from the source, ladies and gentlemen. And I know Alex Jones is a controversial person and figure, and he's been wrong about a lot of stuff, but he's also been right about a lot of stuff. And when I saw this video, I was blown away by what was going on in this video. I literally watched this video like 3 times back to back just to absorb it all, and it's crazy because basically what happens, and this is the article I printed up about the video that I watched, and this is directly from Infowars.com website talking about the video. Jones and the Infowars crew ran into Drew Hernandez and tracked illegals being dumped in a makeshift Border Patrol tent camp under the Azandulas International Bridge in McAllen, Texas. The crew visited the new crowded detention facility in Dona, Texas, where they confronted security guards outside the complex. From there, Infowars tracked the illegals to what appeared to be a fake COVID-19 test facility Then to Catholic Charities, where Jones sat for hours watching children being crammed into the back of taxis and driven off to airports and bus stations. At that point, the crew spotted people with Catholic Charities attempting to unsafely load young children into vehicles, with many being crammed into the back of vans without seatbelts or car seats. Jones called out the illegal and unsafe smuggling attempt, prompting police officers to get involved. So I saw the video. Literally, what you got to look up the video. Search for it online. Alex Jones stops smugglers from illegally transporting children at the border. It will blow your mind. Literally, Alex Jones and Drew Hernandez walk up on this SUV being loaded up with illegal children being brought to an airport to be flown to who knows where, and they're being loaded into the back of this SUV, and there's no seats in the SUV, and there's about 10 or 12 kids, no car seats, there's young kids, no seat belts, completely unsafe. And then so he confronts them and says, this is unsafe, you're smuggling these children. And basically the cop came, because they called the cops, and they had to take the kids out of the car. And you should go watch the video. It's really good. I was blown away that these people are just smuggling children in plain daylight on the street. I mean, it's like a video you can see, like, they're putting the kids in the vehicle. Like, that's the operation that's happening in plain sight. And, like, literally someone finally went and just confronted it, like, face to face. Like, bravo. Bravo. And so go check out that video. So that's my news program for the day. This is episode 1 in Austin Parry, the Austin Parry Show. And I will be doing more news segments. I will be talking about more current events. I will be talking about more politics. I will be talking about more culture topics and different stories like that. And thank you for watching. And if you like this video, then leave me a comment or share this video with a friend. And I hope you have a very blessed day, and love and peace. Thank you very much. Have a good day.